Okay, now we scan out Swaguego. Just gonna try to do a short demo here of how I use the notes feature on my iPad. So if you look in the upper left, you have the FaceTime app, and right below that, you'll see the Notes app. So that's a standard app on iPhones and iPads. It just comes with it, and it's pretty good. I actually had a friend who's an Oneida teacher show me what they do with it to use it for class, and I had never even thought about using it for class. So I'm going to open it up, and you can see I already have a note open. And if you go to the upper right, you see that little square with like a pen in it. That's going to open a brand new note. So click that. In the upper left of this big thing, you see these arrows pointing out. Upper left hand corner, kind of in the middle there though. That'll get rid of the things on the side. So if we go back to the upper right, you have that circle with the 3 dots. If you click on that or tap on that with your pencil, it's got lines and grids, right? So you click that. You have different spaces of the lines. If it's not the one you want, just go right back to it. Pick the different one. Whatever you need. I tried to use the grid before, but there's no way to really format it. So it is what you can draw your own. You can there's a ruler tool that you can move around, and you can trace things on it if you need things. So if you ever need to make your own custom grid, you can do that. That's totally up to you. So I'm just going to get rid of that here. You can tap on that ruler tool, it disappears. So you have a select tool. If you're looking on the right side, you got the ruler tool, select tool, eraser, marker, highlighter. It's kind of like a pen, or brush, and then you got a pencil too. So I usually like to use this. I'm going to get rid of that lines and grids, and I'm going to use this here. Actually, I prefer to use the middle one. Okay, so let's go through real quick. You can do this all on an iPad Pro. Those are kind of expensive. The latest iPads can use the Apple Pencil 1. The latest iPad Airs can use the Apple Pencil 2. Again, the Apple Pencil 2 is a little pricey, but worth it. But you can also find alternatives to the Apple Pencil that I've watched some videos, and they're cheaper, almost half the price of an Apple Pencil, and they work just as well, and they sync with even more Apple devices. So all of those Apple devices are going to come with notes. If you don't like the dark background, you can go in here again. There's 3 dots, and I can change on the bottom there, use a light background. So if you want to use a white background, you can do that. I just use the dark theme for mine. So let's take a word real quick. I'll open my tool here, and I'll write the word escongant. So this word means I will see you again. Literally, it means I will see you again. But if I wanted to do something with this to like kind of point out the different parts of the words, I can hit my select button, circle this. I don't want that. I just want this. And then you go to your little color palette on the right side. You see you got like a beige, white, red, blue, green, and then you can, if you click that rainbow one, you can actually pick whatever color you want. But I'm just going to pick, let's go select this again. And so that's a future tense right there. That's a modal prefix. So anytime you see that nasal E, it denotes future tense. So I'm just going to highlight it as in green. The next one there is the repetitive. So I'm just going to make that beige. So that's a repetitive feature, the S. Next, I'm going to highlight the gon. So gon is a prefix that indicates me to you. Typically when we highlight those, we note those in purple. So gon, people to people. And then the next part is gen, which is to see with the glottal stop on it. So it's that's for future and past. And then the ite is just a particle. So again, like normally I break these things up and write what they are. So future, repetitive, me to you, and then the root. But you can just do that with your select tool and colors. So that's one thing you can do. When I draw my people, so sometimes when we do like picture demos and I want to do like a people to people sample. So the white, if you change it to light mode, it'll be black. That'll be the me form. So if I want to do me to you, and we pick a verb, and I want to do me to you, I use green for you. So me to you, but I can change it. I can change it and say, okay, now it's me to him, because I use blue for him and red for her. So as long as it's selected, you can pick any color you want. But that's what you do to change it. You can change any one you want. So you can make that him, and if you want to like mix things up on them, you can just pick that and make it a him to him, her to him, you to him. You can change any one you want. So that's a nifty little feature you can do with the select tool. The other thing you can do while it's highlighted is if you tap on it, brings that up. I hit duplicate. So as long as you tap on this and drag it, you can move it where you need it. You can put it wherever you want. If you want it, you can duplicate it again and just drag it out and let go. Now, sometimes when I need to do like groups of 3, I'll just highlight the whole thing. So now I can duplicate that if I want and pull it out. I can put it wherever I want. I can change the color of all of them if I want. That's really up to you what you want to do. But that's something you can do with the select tool. That's pretty cool. Another thing that I like to do, you have the auto shape option. So if I draw a circle and just hold, it'll make it perfect for me. If I draw a rectangle and hold, it'll make that for me. Whatever you need, just draw it, hold it, and you're good to go. So if you're going to use shapes, that's one way you can do it. Like I said, you have the ruler tool to make some things as well. What else here? So you can move things around. Whoops. So if I was to take the word to like, noit, and then if I just put the prefixes on here. So if I put K, so this is me, you, him, her, it. And if I get that, nope, that's not what I want. I want the select tool. So if I take this, and we want to conjugate it, noit, knoit, snoit, hanoit, yenoit, ganoit. You can kind of show in our language where the break is between the prefix and the root. That just kind of shows people how to make those changes. If you do it enough times, they'll just kind of figure out where those changes are. But this definitely shows them where it goes, and you can just move it in and out where you need it to. I'm trying to think what else here. Like I already did the dark and bright theme. If we wanted to see what happens when I change it, there. Some of the colors are a little harder to see, but I think that goes both ways, even on the dark and light background. And then if you swipe down from the upper right, there's where you have your record button there. So if you ever want to make short videos for your own people, just hold down that record button and it tells you to turn the mic on or off. You're gonna want the microphone on so that it picks up your voice while you're doing things. Another feature that I had on here that I don't really use it, but you can, and I'll probably start using it, is where'd it go here? Oh, sorry, not that one. So if I look at in the upper right, there's this camera one. So if I click on the camera, take a photo, choose a photo or video. So I can choose one, and let's take the one of me and my sister when we were little. Okay. So I can add that, and there it is. So if I tap on this with my pencil, it's going to give me the option to kind of mess around with it. So if I want, I can say that. Chigiksa'a. This is me when I was a kid. Kate Gant Chigiksa'a. And my little sister when she was a kid. I don't think I want to leave those there, but undo those. So, you can point to different things on them and then just go back. There's other little kids in there too. So you can, any kind of exercise you want to do with whatever kind of photo. It can be somebody doing an activity or multiple people. You could have people, if you're talking about wearing clothes and, asking what color are his pants? What color is her shirt? How many people have a hat on? In a picture, you could do that, point it out. So you could do the counting with that if we're counting all the people. But you can bring a photo in and you can edit it and mess around with it. So those are just some of the things real quick that I wanted to go over as far as the features. It's up to you to kind of get creative and how you want to do that. It's good for organizing your notes, and it's just good for us because we have to make pre-recorded videos for some things. This is one of my tools of choice, and I'll also use it with another included app on the iPad called Keynote, which is like PowerPoint. You can do a lot of the same things with the Apple Pencil as well. So, but that's a story for another day. Hope this helped a few people. I'll leave it there for now. Daniel.